It's been an absolute disaster for Pooh Shiesty ever since he got arrested, and now it's looking like this case is toxic. It's looking like it is going to be an absolute disaster.
Oh yeah, man. For y'all don't know, we in the Pooh Shiesty now. You know, on his arrest. More details about it. Let's go.
Because Pooh Shiesty's lawyer, his lawyer has officially left the case. Okay, it says Pooh Shiesty's attorney withdraws from the rapper's kidnapping case involving Gucci Mane, but he still believes Pooh can win. Yeah, right. Okay, when a lawyer drops you as a client, this is a big problem. And I think we're about to see David in his little, not even little, his big situation he's got going. I think his lawyers are going to drop him because the evidence that's just come out is so damning on David that it's hard to even see how any of these lawyers could conscionably defend him and even have a chance. And I think this is what's going on with Pooh Shiesty. It said on Tuesday, his lawyer, Bradford Cohen, revealed he'll be stepping down from representing the Memphis rapper in his current legal matter. Cohen will be replaced by Dallas-based attorneys Dan Cogdell and Kent Schaefer. Cohen insists there are many holes in the prosecution's case and feels strongly that Pooh can beat the charges. Now, look, here's the thing, all right? And the good news is we got your payment, buddy. He said he's seen the evidence and walked away.
Got his ass
that lawyer knows it's a wrap for Buddy. Homie said, you got this, but I'm out. Good luck. Says what he's saying is somebody in the crew is about to take the fall for this. One of his friends did it and Pooh didn't know what's happening. I don't know about that. Says bro wasn't about to risk losing a case. He flat out thought about his win rate, right? Got to keep them stats up. So the lawyer fired himself. Interesting. People saying it could be a conflict of interest. Gucci set him up with the lawyer. Just trying to save his win rate. Said lawyers don't normally run from lucrative, high-profile cases unless the cost of losing is greater than the fees of representation.
Man, that nigga lost,
He's cooked,
Chad. He
right?
done.
He's cooked. So I'm going to give you a few updates and a little recap on the case, but this is really bad news, all right? This is what he said.
Quick update on Pooh Shiesty's case. I am just leaving Tennessee, actually, on a different federal case. But I will be withdrawing off the case. No implications of me withdrawing off the case. I still think it's a great case. I think there's a lot of holes in it. I think the government has a lot of explaining to do on the case. But I will be substituting in will be Dan Codgel, who's a fantastic lawyer, and Kent Schaefer, who's also a fantastic lawyer, both from Dallas. I think.
Man, hold on. How's a lot of holes in the case? This nigga got. When he was robbing Gucci, man, this nigga got a whole ankle monitor on as he was, you know what I'm saying, robbing his ass. Before he was robbing Gucci, man, his PO called him and told his ass to get your ass back in the crib. He told him, all right, before he did all that shit. And still, minutes later, robbed him. So, how's he beating it?
They're going to do a phenomenal job on the case. I think it's one of those cases where once you start really screwing down on the information, the facts, I think that a lot's going to be coming out that will be beneficial to the defense. I think they're going to do a great job, and I look forward to seeing how the case winds up.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It's not looking great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I think the case still has major holes for the government. I think his new attorneys will do an unbelievable job for him and get a fruitful resolution to him. Come on, fat chance. So let me give you an update on some of the other things. So Pooh Shiesty's father has also spoken out about the case. All right, everybody's saying it's a weak case. Pooh Shiesty's dad says prosecutors have a weak case against him. So shortly after Pooh Shiesty's father was arrested this month,
they just giving him hope. That's all, Chad. They giving him hope.
But prosecutors want it revoked. Earlier this month, Pooh Shiesty and multiple others were arrested and hit with charges relating to the kidnapping of Gucci Mane. Prosecutors said it was an armed takeover of a recording studio to get him out of his contract with Gucci. Pooh Shiesty's dad, Lontrell Williams Sr., was among those arrested. Shortly after he was taken into custody, he got $250,000 bond with a $25K cash deposit, but prosecutors are trying to have that revoked, saying he's a flight risk, but he's fighting back. He insisted they have a weak case, and in new documents obtained by TMZ, Pooh Shiesty's dad and his team would argue he should await trial at home. They claim the evidence they have against him is profoundly underwhelming. Okay,
no, man.
So basically, that is that. Pooh Shiesty is cooked. His father might not be as cooked as him.
Right, his father probably ain't.
Basically, he's given his argument. Prosecutors say that Pooh Shiesty's father, William Sr., traveled from Memphis to Dallas, booked the studio, printed the contract releases, and was present during the alleged ordeal. But he, on the other hand, says he traveled from Memphis to Dallas weeks before the other defendants. According to him, he did this so he could take care of his son. He also claims he always booked studios for Pooh Shiesty. As for the allegations about printing the contract release, he insists prosecutors don't have any evidence to back this up. He better hope not. All right, because I'm hearing they got you on surveillance at Staples getting a printing done. Pooh Shiesty's former lawyer, Bradford Cohen, made similar statements accusing the government of lacking sufficient evidence. He said the FBI doesn't take 3 months to arrest someone if they believe that everything that was said, he said, before withdrawing from the case. That's a hell of a punchline. There is no contract. This mystery contract, they have no contract. They have no video of this alleged signing of the contract. They have no guns. They have no jewelry. They have none of that physical evidence. If it turns out that they do have footage of the contract being signed on Big 30's phone, Big Dirty Ball, all right, fat ball.
Hey, they got pictures of him. They got pictures of them holding chains and shit. That's evidence right there. They had it all on online, all on social media.
I've been listening to a lot of Big 30 recently. He's actually so good. Such a shame that he went out as a door blocker instead of a legendary rapper. But anyway, I wouldn't be surprised if they saw some of this evidence. Actually, they do. Actually, we do have a contract. Actually, we do have a video. Actually, we do have guns. We do have jewelry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We do
now, the
got
last
all
time we
that
saw Gucci
shit.
Mane publicly, okay, he was with his wife at a football game. And if you notice,
Living
big
his
blank
best
space
life.
here. Comments duly turned off, all right? Now, shout out to Gucci Mane. I don't think he's a snitch. I think he's a businessman.
Yeah,
I
man,
think
he a
once you run up $100
businessman,
million,
y'all.
once you run up 9 figures,
he ain't
the
got
obligation
time
of
for that
snitching is
shit.
gone. In my opinion, it's been
He ain't got time for that shit, Shaq.
Protect your $100 million
I'll give it up for Gucci.
or
He done
keep it
elevated
solid
in
to
life,
impress the
goddammit.
street- The street.
He ain't got time for the
right?
streets no
That
more.
don't give a shit about nothing other than destruction. Then I think he's well within his rights to leave a statement. All right, he got $1 million watches,
Yeah,
half $1
man.
million
He-
pinky rings. Oh, that's his wedding ring. Oh, that's a pinky ring.
Gucci man ain't got time for y'all street niggas, man. He look what he got on his fingers, on his motherfucking fingers. God damn it! You think he got time to be fucking with y'all street niggas? He giving y'all a benefit of the doubt in this motherfucker, and y'all fucking with him. Y'all gonna end up like Pooh Shiesty. God damn it!
Ring, but that's I don't know about rings, to be honest with you. But he's got his comments turned off. He can't even bear people calling him a rat. But I
So
respect
fuck
Gucci
what?
Mane.
He
I'm not
got
gonna lie
money
to you.
though.
He's still
He living his
outside.
best life. He not in jail.
Apparently, people are calling
So
him
he
a rat.
winning.
You hear that? They saying you a rat, Gucci.
We all know how the old Gucci used to be. This man elevated. He ain't got time for that no more. We all know how, you know what I'm saying, how it was with him. He kept getting locked up, kept going back to jail, in and out of jail. He don't do that no more. He did that already. You know what I'm saying? He elevating. And that's what we want to do. We want to elevate. Bro.
Let's leave him. I think we should leave Gucci Mane alone, man. He's
Yeah,
a businessman.
leave him
These guys
alone,
are crash
man.
dummies.
He
They're
tryna-
idiots.
yeah,
They went out
they-
sad. Yeah, Gucci Mane said
They
he was
wanna
going
be
to catch all
super
the bodies.
thugs and
Gucci Mane
shit.
got bodies. I feel like if you catch a body and beat it, I feel like you got to get out snitch and free card at least once in your career. But anyway, okay, Gucci would speak before his halftime show. This was his first and only public appearance since the allegations. All right, and I think everybody had just been waiting to see how Gucci was doing. And I think one thing that is lost, this is a man that suffered from a lot of mental health problems. He's been through a lot, dealing with
Been through it,
PTSD.
definitely been through a lot.
You know, we saw the interview with him and his wife on the Breakfast
Caught
Club.
a
He's
body
he's a
and
sick
shit.
man,
Beat
right?
the charge.
And you know, you're hearing all
Come
these
on,
rumors around
man.
that he was crying during the robbery, tearing up, all this stuff. I feel like I'm the only person that feels
Sorry,
like, yo,
Gucci.
could somebody
Sorry,
check
Gucci.
on Gucci? Like, let's check Gucci's okay. Gucci been through a
Yeah,
lot, all right? I don't give a
man.
shit about people saying he a snitch, made a statement. I don't care, all right? This is a legendary rap figure. How's Gucci doing, man? I hope Gucci's okay. That's what
good.
I actually hope that he's doing okay.
That
And
nigga Big
he's not
Gucci,
suffering too much
alright.
trauma from this
What you
incident.
talking about,
he
man?
puffed his chest out with that Crash Dummy song. He let the world know what was
You know
going
what I'm
on.
saying?
But in
Shed a couple
reality, I feel like,
tears.
this is a guy that's been
You
through a
know,
lot.
little
right?
couple
Let's have some
tears.
sympathy.
It ain't
So this was
nothing.
his first and only public appearance.
He
since
back
the
on.
Kevin, thank you so much. I'm so looking forward to
Big
this.
chat.
Yeah, it's been special. What do you make of this crowd?
I'm loving it. I love the energy.
What can you tell me about your set list?
I'm gonna mix the old with the new. You know what I'm saying? This guaranteed to work.
Any message for the fans?
Just get ready for the show. It's gonna be a good time.
All right, I can't wait. Enjoy.
Thank you. My pleasure.
All right. So Gucci
Look at him.
So here's the thing, right? You all want to talk about, oh, he snitched. Oh, he did. This is a multi-million-dollar
Hey,
business mogul.
nigga, what?
He's out here playing halftime shows, right, for the UFL Birmingham Stallions. And if you didn't know, people saying, oh, the United Football. soccer in America is going to be the biggest thing. Gucci Mane involved, right?
He got
He's
time.
doing real business. What do
Right.
you want him to do? Do you want him to be dead? Do you want him to be abiding by the street code? Do you want him to be at home crying?
No, they want this nigga to be, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, I want to be a street nigga, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to snitch, you know what I'm saying? I want to lose all my money and go back to jail, you know what I'm saying? And gang weight again, be the old Gucci and smoke all the drugs and be a drug addict. They want that shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't want this. They don't want the, you know what I'm saying, the quality of life, the elevation. They want that sick shit. You know what I'm
About this,
saying?
no, he
Motherfuckers need to
is
grow the fuck up.
shining, right? And I'm glad he is.
For
right? I'm
real.
actually
That's
very,
what we
very glad
want.
that Gucci
We
Mane is
want-
okay.
I'm glad he
unlike
okay,
a lot
bro.
of people that seem
For
to just
real.
want to clown this man for doing something very, very.
I'm
human,
glad
to be
he
honest with you.
glad he good.
A lot of people since this have come out to kind of speak on Pooh Shiesty, give their opinions, shit on Gucci Mane, all of that stuff. And one of the big people that have given their controversial opinions on the matter is, of course, Boosie Badass. Okay, he gave his
Yeah,
opinions
Boosie
Like,
is.
what Gucci Mane needs to do is say, I did it because I'm a citizen now. Don't make no rap song testifying again. Man, I'm a citizen. I'm no longer Gucci. I'm Roderick Davis. What he
Rodney
did,
Davis.
the YNs, this shit'll never leave him. He needs to stop rapping. He needs to stop rapping. Like, what he did, bro, is just, the YNs pissed. I woke up to my DM. Nigga, they are pissed. Gucci shouldn't have told shit. He should not identify them for shit. You know what he should have said? When they came in this bitch, we
gives
doing
a
this shit
fuck?
for his album.
They
This is all the
YNs.
social
They
media
young
schemes.
and
We already
dumb.
took out the blogs, the posters. We doing this shit for his album. We doing this shit for his album. And if you fuck with my artist, I'ma sue y'all. If you arrest my artist, I'ma sue y'all.
So everybody, you heard the message, right? If you're signed, if you're doing business and you're signed with Boosie Badass, all right, real street legend, all right, beat his bodies.
Yeah, man,
If
he
you're
beat
signed
all
to
his
Boosie
shit.
Badass, you are well within your rights to up the pole on him and tell him, I'm gonna need that chain. What's this chain say? I don't even know what it says, Mr. Something. I'm gonna need that chain. I'm gonna need you to sign me out the contract, and I'm gonna need you to lie to the world and say that this is all an album rollout,
Yeah, and my
right?
pistol
And I've
up
got the
your
Draco
ass.
to the back of your head. Boosie Badass is fair game.
He better
right?
not tell,
He
bitch.
is street, he ain't no businessman, all right, Vlad, if Boosie ain't giving you the right rates that you want for the interview, apparently, Vlad, you're well within your rights to up Drake at Boosie's head
Oh, bro.
and tell him you better sign that, you better do that interview for $500.
Shit.
And Boosie got to go out here and say, oh,
Shit, why Boosie ain't signed with Pooh Shiesty? He should have did that shit. So Pooh Shiesty did that to him. He probably wouldn't have snitched. Shit.
this all part of the rollout with me and Vlad. Ain't no street stuff
He
going
probably
on.
would have got off with
Bam.
that shit too.
Gucci know what the fuck he did. Everybody trying to sugarcoat for this nigga. He know exactly what the fuck it. And with the feds, you don't need it. And what pissed me off even more.
What pissed you off even more, Boosie?
What pissed me
tell
off
us.
even more, he made a
Come on, tell
video
us.
saying, ain't none
We
of y'all
listen.
got more money than me.
And that's true.
Back to the fucking money.
And that's
over
motherfucking true.
principles and morals. And
It's not money over principles and morals. He's grown up. He's got
Yes.
better principles and morals.
Yes.
This street nonsense that constantly gets you in trouble, gets you shot, gets you hurt, can get you killed, get you robbed. It's nonsense. He's got a better code of ethics now.
then people talking about,
God damn it.
he's a businessman now. Woo 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 woo. He
Okay,
has this
right.
now. He has that now.
Right.
Couple months
So,
ago, nigga making videos about snitches and all this shit. Woo de woo. Like, we can't let these motherfuckers keep jumping the bushes, bro.
So look, Boosie's fair game, man. If you want to rob Boosie out of his contract,
Oh,
you know what I'm
God.
saying? If you're an artist working with Boosie, you're disgruntled, it's fair game, man. Up that Drake, and he ain't gonna say shit.
Pistol
right? He
whip
ain't gonna
his
say shit
ass,
'cause he gotta
too.
abide by the street code.
He ain't gonna
So
tell.
you gotta abide by that street code, bro.
He ain't gonna
We're
tell
need
y'all.
millions of dollars. We're
He
gonna
a
need
real
contract
nigga.
negotiation. All
Real
by
niggas
the
don't
Drake.
tell.
This is
So he would basically go on to explain Gucci as Guwop, his past self, pregnant Gucci, as Vlad's been calling him. That's been hilarious. He's basically been breaking down his influence on other rappers and his new song Crash Dummies and just what he thinks of it.
ooh wow. He raised like Boosie. This nigga raised some niggas, boy. He raised some niggas and told how many videos that popped up when he talking about fuck a snitch, I never do this, I never do that, woo da woo da woo.
Yeah, definitely.
And then they won't talk about this a clone. No, this ain't no motherfucking clone. This the same nigga. He shouldn't. You supposed to tell him, oh man, we doing this shit for to get his album finna come out. You know? Fuck all that shit. Then you go get back and put his ass up.
Why the fuck this nigga so angry?
That's what you
man?
gonna do. Now you can't fight no contract because his ass in the grave.
Damn, Chad.
If you like that,
Yeah.
You need to
you
get
don't send
high.
no 24, 25-year-old nigga to life in prison if they convict him. Cause 40 to 50 is an L, my nigga. Where your heart at, my nigga? You was young as a motherfucker too. If you gonna play it right, man.
Okay.
You know shit.
We was all young, and some of us grew the fuck up apparently, and I guess you didn't, motherfucker.
Still wouldn't think it.
Fuck.
You know what shit you think?
Come on, man. What the fuck
He's
you
Gucci,
talking
man.
about,
That
bro?
nigga ain't finna tell on me and fuck up his reputation. And
Hey, this Boosie, man, he ain't finna tell on me and mess up my reputation. I might up that Drake. Boosie, give me everything, man.
he gonna get it back in blood.
They were dumb for doing that. That's what Boosie ain't getting.
Slow
man.
as hell.
He said,
boy.
"Oh, this is what he should have done. He raised all
Retarded.
these youngins to be shooters and get shit back in blood. They dumb thinking Boosie,
And that's what he
thinking
want.
Gucci was gonna get it back in
A
blood.
bunch of YNs
Ain't
crashing
they
out
see his
on
Breakfast Club
everybody.
interview? Pooh Shiesty, bro, he probably checked out that Breakfast Club
Stupid
interview. Should have
ass
known better.
nigga, man.
Should have known Keisha Cole would be wondering where that wedding ring went.
Yeah.
That's what he thought. He thought this nigga here, I can rob any. If I rob this nigga here ain't going to point to them, telling people it was me, man. Shiesty wasn't thinking, man. And
Nah,
you
you
go in that
definitely weren't
motherfucker
thinking,
talking
though.
about
I ain't
money,
gonna lie,
man.
Chad.
Ain't where your principles and your morals at. Then you make a fucking whole, you testified on a song. That fucked me up even more. You ain't even gotta go to court for nothing. You do not have to go to court. You just gave your whole testimony.
Take a wow.
Hey, you know who gave their whole
Shit.
testimony on a song? Pooh Shiesty. Talking about, I ain't shot a gun in 4 years. I ain't sent a hit in 3. Told on himself nonstop. But unfortunately now, for Gucci Mane, Pooh Shiesty's the least of his worries because his other big artist, Fujiano, just come out of jail and he put Pooh Shiesty in his display picture. He's beefing with Gucci. And he
Fujiano.
said, yeah, big up Pooh
That
Shiesty
nigga
for
finally
robbing
got
him.
out of jail.
Right?
He was
Fujiano
in
took his
jail for a
side.
minute too.
People were saying Fujiano a crash out too, man. If
Right.
he was out, he would have been there with Pooh and 30. And
Exactly.
also to also get him out of that deal with Gucci. Saying, buddy's so dumb. I would have stayed quiet. Everyone
They
around
all
me would know
crash
how I felt.
outs.
But this shit business. You still got to feed your family. You think Gucci give a F if he made money off of Fujiano for real? He finna be a slave to his contract unless he come with that bread. Said Pooh was going to buy himself out of his contract, but
And I
Gucci would
just thought about it. Hold on. And Fujiano is signed with Gucci too. Man, these crash out niggas, that nigga is so much of a crash out. He was on a run with the feds and still, you know what I'm saying, doing music and shit. On a run. Stupid
let
ass
him. He was
nigga.
going to sign to Yo Gotti. He got him on slave contracts. So nobody put a
They
gun
ain't
to his
made
head
a
and made him
song
sign that
about
contract.
it.
No, that's facts. Gucci Mane didn't up the Drake on Pooh Shiesty and make him sign a bad contract. Facts. Absolutely facts. Chose to do that, right? The only thing worse than signing with Gucci is signing to Jeezy. No one ever wants to stay in that deal. But he signed to him. Both of them dudes still paying him. This shit is pathetic. Pooh Shiesty running it up for Gucci Mane. And you know Gucci Mane ain't never, ever, ever finna let him out of that deal. So
Yeah,
my guy
nah.
tonight, Jake, he gave
In
his
a
opinion on the
360
situation. He
deal,
was very,
Chad.
very disappointed in Gucci
Pride,
Mane.
and
He's a
he
real
clearly
great guy.
wanted to make Gucci look and feel some type of way because not only did it make him sign, he stripped him of all his jewelry. You know what I mean? It's like, bro,
he got it
realistically,
back,
you
though.
don't think Gucci has GIA certified diamonds? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think they're able to track that whatever it was, $500,000 or $250,000 watch? Like, all these things got numbers on them, bro. Like, all of these things are serialized. Where the f you ain't just taking that to a Memphis pawn shop and getting rid of that like that.
So look, Jake is making a very, very good point, and I haven't seen anyone else
Damn.
make this point.
So why
That,
did
that
he
wedding
take-
ring,
Well,
$500,000 wedding ring, Gucci Mane, I don't think I've seen him in a watch worth less than $200,000. That was looking like a $500,000-$600,000 watch in the last picture, right? These aren't watches you can just sell. It's not Rolex Batman, there's loads of them about, all right? These, as Jake put it, these things got numbers on them, bro. Like, ain't no $500,000 watch you can just swap in. This is a known watch. Like, the AD that sold Gucci this watch going to be wondering what's going on with that watch. Like, these are priceless artifacts. These are real infinity stones out here. Can't
Yeah,
just flip
infinity
them.
stones,
That's how dumb it
y'all.
was.
You know what I mean?
Oh, them
And
bitches offended
it's
me
just
something.
wild, and not for nothing. Growing up on Gucci too, like Gucci had a lot of people crashing out and living what he was rapping, and that's why a lot of people feel some type of way. And everybody, oh, Gucci's a businessman. He's a businessman. That man's been talking about on Pookie Loc for 20 years. So it's like everybody looked at him like a gangster because that's how he carried himself. He's always talking about, yo, you try me, I'm gonna smoke you. You do this, I'm gonna smoke you. To him, that, and then he got tried, and no one believed it because of his reputation as a gangster. That's why nobody believed it.
Yeah.
No one fucking believed it because everybody was under the impression you try Gucci, you gonna. And to hear he went out like that, Hernandez Govan said he was like crying or some shit.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah,
It's
that
all
motherfucker
good.
had all types, and that's another thing.
They almost killed
He
him. What you
did an
expect?
interview
Shit.
saying that Pooh Shiesty's the one that took the shit out of his ears. And that Gucci was like teary-eyed and shit. And I said, well, who the fuck you think told him that? Who you think told him? How did he find that out? Because he wasn't in that room?
Hey, somebody's talking, all right? And I don't think it would be Gucci Mane. So he made a good point. Hernandez Govan's out here talking about Gucci was crying and the earrings got stolen. I think Pooh Shiesty and his crew were probably loose-lipped. They were probably bragging about this shit, and it got all over Memphis quick, all right?
Shit.
Now, South Memphis rapper 6...
Hey, Gucci probably ain't been in those type of situations in a long time. He a millionaire. Shit. He you know what I'm saying? As soon as he got in that situation, he probably did, you know. He ain't been in that shit in a minute, so you know.
Trigger would claim that Pooh Shiesty
But
actually
they
took it
took
way too
in
far.
that first.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. This is why you went too far, bro. I want y'all to dissect what I'm saying. This is why you went too far. When you in the streets, this is my rule of the streets right here. Like when you in the streets, I believe you only do street things to street people who are actively participating in the street. Like for example, like I'm gonna use just like well, my cameraman in Atlanta, for example. If a situation happened and somebody bucked down on him and rob him for his cameras, I don't expect him to go get back. I expect for him to do what his taxpaying dollars do and call 911 emergency and get your ass locked up because he's not a part of this world. It's like it's different earth realms. When you in the street shit, like street rules only apply to street niggas. And one thing about it, you have people that convert over. Like you have people that go to street guys to Muslims, street guys to Christians, or whatever. And guess what? When people convert over and de-announce the streets, I'm not a part of it. My ass dead. The only way something still go on them if it's blood on their hands. Now if it's blood on their hands, it's still a go on them. But if there's no blood on their hands and nothing, hey bro, man, our street rules on the planet, we gotta go with these folks in the quote unquote white folks way. That's just the term. We gotta go with these folks with the white folks. So me saying that, not saying that Gucci de-announced the streets, because I don't know if I don't know what Gucci did, but from what I seen on the internet, I don't know who was there or nothing, but the evidence I seen of the damage and assaults that were done to people, there's the pigment of their skin looked white or Mexican. So, and then when I heard more description of it, there was no street guy. It wasn't them street guys. So nothing street applies to them. Nothing street applies to them. So however they go about it, it's like, bro, you gotta take your lick and run with it. The best listening is about listening. And time is the most valuable non-renewable resource. You know what I say all the time. Time cannot be purchased. And
So he makes a really good point. He's saying when people denounce the street, they're out of it. You got to deal with them the white folks way.
Right.
Pooh Shiesty should have got it back in
the white
blood.
way, I guess.
Should have got it back in white paper in the courtroom.
Exactly.
Should have got it back on A4 legal filings and beaten him at his own game. But I do think he did make an interesting point. So the only way that you can still be considered a street target is if you got blood on your hands. Now, some people feel like Gucci might have had blood on his hands because he was linking up and doing music with some people that allegedly had bodies on Pooh Shiesty's gang. That's the only saving grace that you can really give. But even then, he was doing business. So anyway, Wack 100, my guy. All right, I spoke to Wack the other day. There's been all sorts of no jumper drama going on with Wack chat. Hey, man, I need to link up with Wack soon. But he would discuss the situation on Vlad too. And I got to say, Vlad got the content right now. Vlad got back-to-back interviews with Jake and Wack, and they're going crazy. Okay, so you got to go and check those clips out. But Wack would pop up on Vlad, and he would suggest that Pooh Shiesty will be getting a lot of time behind bars and just reiterating how dumb this is.
About 30.
Pooh Shiesty is
At least
potentially
30.
facing life in prison.
I think it'd be smart here and end up with 15, 20.
Ooh, that's a lot.
30.
Huh?
That's a lot. 15, 20?
Yeah.
A 26-year-old? That's a lot.
26.
Well, I mean, you know,
Say goodbye to your 30s.
Well, I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of us that come up doing it the way he looks like he wants to do it, we just did it at a younger age. We started at 12, 14, 2 here, 5 here, 4 here, that accumulated. But it seems to me like, hey, listen, that's what he wants. That's what he's looking for.
But look, the crazy part for me is
You know what he signed
sat in
up
a
for,
jail cell
Chad?
for 3 years trying to figure out how to get out of this contract. And this was the best solution he found. Kidnapping. This is the best he can come up with.
But that, okay, it's like a math equation. 3 times 3 equals 10. No, that don't. 2 times 8 is 17. No, that. After the equal sign, if it's not the right answer, you cannot carry it. The math's not adding up.
It's not mathing.
I mean, like, okay, let's say it worked out to a T. Gucci Mane didn't say nothing. Nobody says nothing. Me and you know, Vlad, when contracts like that start generating, it starts and it ends with an attorney.
Mm-hmm.
Was you going to go to Atlantic and say, here goes my contract, I'm out of contract with Gucci, and I'm out with you? Atlantic going to say, well, we did a deal with Gucci for 4 albums. Gucci did a deal with you for 4 albums. You turned in 1, therefore we are still owed 3.
Well, hold on. Now, I don't know what the contract looks like, but I was under the impression that what happened was he was getting out of the contract with Gucci, but still staying with Atlantic.
No.
That's what I thought. That's what I assumed.
When those situations happen like that, right, they don't usually let you out of the contract. What they do is they let you just deal direct with the label.
That's what I thought.
But
I thought that he was basically cutting out the middleman and going directly to the label by having Gucci sign this off.
Well, what you fight for, and Game did it in his era, you fight for the creative control.
Pooh Shiesty is potentially facing life in prison.
I think it'd be smart here and there with 15.
I feel like this. Shit, even if he didn't snitch, if Gucci didn't snitch, he would have still had to snitch for the simple fact it was another off-duty cop with him. So off the strength, the off-duty cop was gonna tell anyway. So he was gonna have to do that in the first place. So it was fucked up for him anyway.
So look, there it is, man. It's looking like he's cooked. His lawyers left
Yeah, it's
him.
over with.
Right? Ain't no way.
He had an
man,
off-duty
I'm not
cop.
saying it, but these guys are saying them.
Look, that man had an off-duty cop, you know what I'm saying, right next to him while he was doing all that shit to Gucci Mane. Bro. Yeah, stupid as hell.